everybody. It's me, Stella Wilde, and I am back with your December 2018 Intuitive Tarot video scopes. Hey, better late than never, right? That's what my mom always used to say. This Mercury retrograde, it's still retrograde till the 6th of December. This retrograde has felt like it's been going on and on and on and on. Anyway, delays, disruptions, best laid plans and all of that, but it's all right. It's almost over, and here we are. I do apologize, though, for these being a little late, but all right, so let's talk about how I'm going to do the reading. I do the readings different every month because I kind of tune in, I listen to how my spirit guides want me to do them. And this month they're telling me that I need to do several things for y'all. So this is how it's going to go down. I'm going to be doing one card from this deck for your general energy. I will clarify as I need to. Then we're going to get into a mini love reading. And then we're going to get into asking about your finances. And then finally, we're going to end with an angel answers card. Okay, so that's how they're telling me I have to do the reading this month. So I am running a special because I missed like Black Friday. I missed Cyber Monday, just too many things going on. So I am running a reading special for December until the solstice, which is December 21st. So if you're interested in booking a reading with me, please go to my website. I will put the link in the description. Also, one more thing, I'm starting to take the Jupiter in Sagittarius luck and opportunity forecast, and I'm breaking them out into individual signs. So if you just want to get one, the price is cheaper, and those are also on my website. I will leave the link in the description. Yeah, so the other thing, just thank you to everybody. We are growing this channel. We are growing this community. I'm very excited about all of your comments and your shares and your likes. This is really fantastic, and I'm so happy that the messages are resonating with everybody. To that end, the order in which I am going to be doing the readings is based on, or not doing the readings, but the way I'm going to be releasing them to you is based on how many people watch the videos. So Virgos, you're the first this month. And then I'll go through the rest of the signs. So if you want me to do your sign first, because I was always doing them, like I was starting with Aries and then going through, and then I thought, well, is that really fair? What if one group is really just so into it? Shouldn't I reward them the next month? So that's how we're going to start doing it. So please like the videos, share, the more that watch your sign, the quicker I get to them the next month. All right, so let's get into it. Hey Aquarius, how are you? I am sorry your reading is so late this month, but it's here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm first going to draw from this deck for your general eatings, your general energies. I'm hungry, I want lunch. It's not quite lunchtime yet, almost. 12:51. I decided to do this reading before eating lunch, so let's see. It's a very rainy day here where I live. Very cold and rainy. I'm filming this on Sunday, December 9th at 12:51 p.m. Moon's in Capricorn, which is aligned with my energies in my chart. So the cats are running around. The energy is really flowing. I can feel it. So let's see. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius, for your energies for December. And I would say this can go even a little into January since I am behind on the reading. And, energy is fluid. So, all right, let's see. I'm waiting for one to kind of just yeah, this one's sticking. All right, let's see. All right, so we have release. Now, in regular tarot, this is the death card. But I kind of like this imagery, better. The cat is clawing the curtains right now. So maybe you need to claw your way out of a situation this month, Aquarius. Or maybe you just need to step into the energy of releasing whatever. I feel like there's something clogging up your heart chakra that needs to be, have some healing light, some Reiki. I think for some of you, some Reiki would be very helpful. I don't do Reiki, but I've had Reiki. It's very, very effective. So I think some sort of Reiki, some sort of physical energy healing would be very good for you, to cleanse this area. I feel like the heart chakra needs some white light energy to release. There's a blockage there. Well, I'll tune in with my cards next and see. So this is a big month for you of cleaning up. I feel some of that's still a little bit of heart resentment of what may have been going on in the fall. All right, so we know, if you've watched my readings for the last couple of months, Aquarius has been dealing with a lot of issues regarding people not getting you, people being jealous of you, particularly in the work environment. But as we said, they're going to have the last laugh because your success is guaranteed, honestly. But I think, you know, there's always, well, not always, but there's often an energetic, I call it a hangover almost, like an energetic hangover that can occur when we haven't had enough time to process inwardly the changes that have happened outwardly. And I feel like that's kind of the situation going on for you, Aquarius, that there is a little more inner work that needs to be done. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a couple more here and let's see what we have. Yeah. So we have the Queen of Spades in the middle of the Home card and the New Venture card. So issues around, this card is about gratitude. Now this card though, the Queen of Spades, can also represent a kind of scheming energy, particularly a woman's energy. This is associated with the Queen of Swords in tarot. That this can be a woman who's just mean and nasty and is trying to thwart your efforts. Or this can be the energy of gratitude or ingratitude. It can go either way depending on what we're looking at here. So it could be that there's some issues around gratitude having to do with the work, new ventures, and home. So work-life balance, work-home balance, that may need to be processed and released this month for you. Let me pull, I'm just going to pull a couple more and see. Let me see. I think some of you may be feeling that there is a greater sense of gratitude, that those issues have worked themselves out, that you don't perhaps feel as torn between the two things. Like in the fall, your work life may have been taking up so much of your attention that you didn't have time for a personal life or a home life. There may be issues in your home that you need to address, like repairs and things like that, and you just, you know, clean, even just regular cleaning, and it's like you didn't even get a chance to do housework. So, all right, let's see what else. I'm going to pull a couple other ones. Okay. So again, we have another card of deception here. This Jack of Swords, Jack of Spades, which is like a Knight of Swords energy, possibly. A surprise and a love. So there is some sort of release that needs to be done. And I think it's the idea, like I'm saying, I think the depth of this releasing that you need to do, this emotional release, is going to surprise you. That there may be some energetic, like I said, holdover of some sort of bitterness that you may have over a deception that could have occurred in your love life during the fall. I feel like it's before. I don't feel it's happening now. I feel like you're processing it all now, the last bits of it, because I think, like I said, you've been so busy with the work that you didn't have time to really address your own emotional concerns. Like there was just too many things that you had to deal with out in the world. So the other thing I have to say, if this energy you feel is more applicable to you for this month rather than processing a deception from the past month. There could be something that gets revealed this month. I mean, you know me, I got to tell it the way I'm seeing it. It's not to be mean or to discourage you or anything like that, but knowledge is power. It is possible with this energy that a surprising deception is revealed about your love life. So just keep that in mind. Now, remember, this is a general reading. Does it apply to everyone? No. Okay, so just, take it for, what it is. But like I said, this could also be something from the past that you finally are able to feel at this moment and release and let go energetically. And as I've said in other videos for other signs this month, with the holiday time, this is a natural time of nostalgia. People often think of loves gone by. And so it could even be like something like that, where, like I said, you're finally having some time to yourself to kind of tune in and you realize, yeah, I'm still kind of like pissed off that so-and-so deceived me like that and cheated on me and ruined our relationship. And now, I can't even like talk to them at the holidays or spend time with them at the holidays or remember when we used to have a good time at the holiday, and now we don't, and we don't even speak because of what they did. All right, so it's like that type of energy, and again, not applicable to everyone. All right, I will come back in a minute. I have to pause the video every couple of minutes so that my computer doesn't have a meltdown as it did in the Capricorn reading, and I'll be back with your love reading. Okay, Aquarius, so let's tune in. I've been already shuffling, but I'll do a couple more for your love life energies for December 2018. Aquarius, love life. Let's see. Look at this. This is... All right, so we have the Ace of Swords upright, we have the Seven of Swords upside down, and we have the Eight of Wands. So whenever I do like pull 3 cards like this, I always look at the middle as like the energetic linchpin, and these 2 cards like kind of support the energy. So can you hear the cat in the background? He has been acting up. Okay, so it's interesting because the Seven of Swords upside down is about a deception that gets revealed. Something that has been under the radar is now in your face, right? So this relates to this idea right here that we had in, the energetic check-in. So if the situation of some sort of deception in your love life gets uncovered this month, like you didn't know it before, so you're going to end it swiftly. You're going to cut it right down. If a cheating situation, third party, a cheating situation, or just that they misrepresented themselves. I mean, that can happen too. Like you think that they are, XYZ, and they turn around to be like, no, this other thing over here. So it doesn't always have to be like, oh my God, they cheated, but it can just be like a misrepresentation. So like they say they're single and they're really married and you find out, right? So that comes to light. Eight of Wands is swiftly making a decision and moving forward. Also can be multiple opportunities. Ace of Swords, done. All right. So for some Aquarians, this is definitely going to apply. Like I said, there is some sort of deception, a surprising about love life. I said that with the check-in, which is why excuse me, the release needs to happen. But I would also say that don't worry about it, because there's other opportunities that are around you that are going to come in. So because Eight of Wands is about, yes, moving swiftly forward, but usually on multiple fronts. Okay, so I don't feel like this is not like the last option for you. No way. So don't worry about it. I mean, it's going to maybe sting a little because of this card. It might sting a little, but ultimately, it's going to be fine. All right, let's see. Let's see what else. It's a blessing that it's being revealed now before it goes too deep. I feel like you're almost like, excuse me, I have an itch. I feel like, so it's interesting, right? Like it's like a little prick, like a little itch, like a little backstab, right? But before, like you're nipping something in the bud before it turned into a really crazy situation that would ultimately like hurt you much worse. That's what I'm psychically feeling. And my body was feeling it too. And now the cat decided to play with his ball over in the corner. Okay. So if you hear noises, that's what's happening. My boy cat. My girl cat is sitting and meditating on her cushion over there. All right, let's see what else. What else do you need to know, Aquarius, about your love life? All right, look at this. Look at this. All right, so look what we have here. We have Five of Pentacles. You can see the Five of Pentacles upside down. Look at the freaking beautiful card we have in the middle. Ace of Wands upright, flanked by Ace of Cups upside down. So look, this says what I was just saying, that letting go of Ace of Cups upside down, an offer that's not right, Five of Pentacles upside down, that is not worthy of you, and that would further, that like I said, would cause you to end up in a much worse situation, that Five of Pentacles upside down. That is, you're going to let go of it. Ace of Wands is yes, let go of it, because there is definitely something much better for you in your love life, Aquarius. And it is highly possible that that comes in, is initiated by these. I feel like a lot's going to be happening that second week of January. So in about a month. So let go of this BS, whatever this deceptive love situation, misrepresented love situation is, because something better is in the works for you. The universe is bringing you something much, much better. This Five of Pentacles upside down is not a good energy in relation to love questions. It's really not. I mean, Ace of Cups upside down is bad enough, but that means the offer is just all the, the juice is flowing out of the cup, flowing out of the offer. It's drying up. It's like, all right. But this Five of Pentacles, yes, it means like, oh, we can be left out in the cold, blah, blah, blah. Yes. But I also look at Pentacles as self-worth, because it's a card about wealth, but that also relates to how you feel about yourself. And with this upside down, I feel like you don't want to settle for whatever this is because you need a self-esteem boost. Your self-esteem is fine, Aquarius. You don't need this situation, this Seven of Swords upside down situation hanging around you. You want to make sure that you're having somebody who values you. And this Five of Pentacles upside down is either you not valuing yourself enough and kind of accepting, but I don't feel like you're going to, but accepting this BS, or somebody really not, somebody thinking they can pull the wool over your eyes, that they don't value your intelligence and also your psychic ability. As we've said, Aquarians are very psychic. People don't realize that about Aquarians, but they are very intuitive. And that person doesn't understand that. They think they're going to be able to, they're better than you and are going to be able to get one over on you, but they're not. So this Five of Pentacles energy is very interesting when it comes in love questions. I mean, there's some other things to do with it as well, but I'm not feeling that here at the moment. But it's more to me like the self-esteem issue and the value issue, that they don't value you enough and think they can pull the wool over your eyes. They don't value your intelligence, and or make sure you're not having a self-esteem wobble, and that's why you're allowing this situation to continue, because that's very normal at the holidays. We can feel like, oh, I'm alone, nobody's around, oh, well, somebody's better than nobody, that type of energy, right? But it's not going to do you any favors. Okay, it's not going to do you any favors. So but like I said, I feel like this is a situation you're nipping in the bud very quickly this month. and a much better ace. Oh my God, did you see what that card just did? It just like flew. I'm telling you, the energy today. That was the Ace of Wands upright. The Ace of Wands, there's going to be a much better offer coming for you in about a month. So just hang in there. Just hang in there. All right, I got to go pick up that card, and I'll be right back with your money reading. That was like crazy with that card flying around. All right, so now let's do your money. I'm using my regular Rider-Waite. Look, we got Magician on the bottom. I feel like you're going to be working this month, Aquarius, but in a much more balanced way, as we were saying before. That work-life balance, I think, is going to come into, come into fruition for you this month, unlike the past months. But I do think you're going to be working with that Magician, and I do feel like but in a much more balanced way. And I do feel like there's going to be kind of an extra creative boost that you're going to be having for the next couple of weeks. We've got a lot of ones coming up in this reading. I know I used the other deck, but look at all these aces. We have these aces here, and then we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, granted upside down, but Ace of Swords upright as well. So look at all these aces that we've had in your reading so far, Aquarius. So there is a lot of fresh new energy coming in for you. Like I said, especially in about a month, there's this final little bit of emotional release. Like I said, I feel like this is emotional release to work through, but these fresh beginnings are coming, particularly in some sort of communication capacity and in meeting somebody new. Who's ever been hanging around lately, within the last month or so, you probably met them during the Venus retrograde also. And that's the thing. Now that Venus is out of retrograde, now that Mercury's out of retrograde, you're going to, you have the information. You got the information, or you're going to be getting it very soon, in about a week. And you know that's the one you got to let go of. That one that you've been recently hanging around with, because there's fresh energy coming in for you. All right, so let's see. So that's, and then we have the Magician at the bottom of this deck. So it's going to be really fresh, initiating, creative energy for you, Aquarius. All right, let's see. Your money, work life. What do we need to know? All right, let's see. Okay, so we have Page of Pentacles upside down, Page of Wands upside down, but the Emperor over here. So there could be some sort of disappointing message about money this month with that Page of Wands upside down, and with especially with Page of Pentacles upside down as well next to it. But you have the power to just kind of brush it off. I'm feeling like this is something you're going to be able to brush off with that Emperor energy flanking it. It's not a big deal, in other words. And I feel like it's more the idea that money, a certain amount of money that you thought was going to come in, is not the amount that comes. It's a little less, or it's simply delayed. Okay, so it could be the delay in the money is what you hear about, or the amount is not exactly what you thought. If you thought you were getting 5,000, you're getting 1,000, that type of thing. But with the Emperor card here upright, to me that suggests, again, it's like something that you're just going to brush off. It's not that big a deal. You can handle it. It's not going to break you, in other words. Because with that Emperor energy upright, you know, that's a strong, unstoppable energy. So whatever this news is about this money, it's not going to break you. You're just going to be like, all right, just got to deal with it. All right, let's see what else. Of course, that's for some of you. Remember, general reading. Let's see what else for your money. That cat is so bratty today. All right, let's see. Aquarius, what else? Okay, So we have King of Cups upside down, we have Six of Wands upside down, and Eight of Swords. So the victory regarding your money is coming. It's coming. It's just delayed, and it's going to be delayed about, I think that, like, I forget what sign we had. I think it was Cancer, that the love would get straightened out before the money. I feel like it's the same issue for you, that the love situation is going to get straightened out before the money. So about 6-8 weeks. I feel some Aquarians that have birthdays at the end of January, I feel by the end of January, you're going to see that the money situation start to turn around. I feel earlier in the month is going to be, meeting somebody new, quite possibly. There's this idea, I feel here, of controlling your emotional reactions to what is going on with your money. You may feel like I'm kind of getting a golden handcuffs feeling. All right. I'm going to pull a couple more. I'm going to go a little more in depth with this one. I'm feeling that there's almost like a golden handcuffs, that people feel like they're trapped to their job because it pays them well, but it's not really what they want to be doing. And for my self-employed people, it could be like you're trapped offering a certain service or working with certain clients, and you can't turn them away because you don't really care for it, but the money's too good. So I'm feeling like there's something there, which is why that, there's that, victory of wanting to do something else to make the money that's going to be a little delayed. So let's look at that. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like there's also this element of controlling your emotional reactions to this feeling of like you can't manifest and move on and let go and trust the universe. And I feel like there is this, like you could have a meltdown. I don't feel you have the meltdowns at work. I feel like you have them at home. At home. So in the privacy of your home, like you don't want people to see how you're feeling like a meltdown. But look, the other thing we have here is remember, our card for your general energy is release, which is the opposite of this card, the Eight of Swords. That's the stuck card. But King of Cups upside down can be this energy of not handling your emotions well. You could also be overeating, over drinking, over, self-medicating, like that type of thing, because you're feeling so stressed and stuck, when really what, in my opinion, needs to be done is simply work on that energetic release, and that victory will come sooner. Your emotions are keeping you stuck. Your mishandling of your emotions about the money, about your work life, is keeping you feeling like you're stuck. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see. I'm going to ask another one about this situation. What's going to be happening with this Six of Wands upside down? Upside down. Okay. Now look, energy's upright. So there will be a change in the situation in about, that's about beginning of January. I'm really feeling by the end of January for the work thing. So again, about 9 weeks. But there needs to be, so there will be some sort of new client, new contract, new commitment that you will be making that will make you quite happy. I think there is the danger here of getting perhaps too caught up in, how do I want to say this? I feel like what I'm hearing is of getting too caught up in the what ifs of this situation. I feel like there's an allowing that needs to happen. Okay, because I was like feeling this energetically more. That's why I was kind of staring off into space for a minute, because I was feeling it energetically, but the words weren't coming yet. So it's this idea of like getting so caught up in what's going to make me happy. How is this going to change? Because I look at these cards as the energy that's going on with this. So while this Nine of Cups is great, with this card, there's that obsessive, right? That obsessive energy, the Devil card, that obsessive. Am I going to make money? Is this going to make me happy? Etc., etc. Same thing with kind of with this energy is what I'm feeling. So like this feeling of obsessing, which is really about fear. Because if there was trust and allowing, that wouldn't be there. There wouldn't be the fear. You would just be like, okay, you know, I know the universe is bringing the victory. It's a little slow in coming, but it is coming. And there will be a better commitment for me in my job, better clients, better job tasks if you're working, you know, in a regular job, 9 to 5, whatever. But I have to allow the commitment to be brought to me naturally through the universe, and through also clearing out any lingering bitterness, fear, judgments, obsessive thoughts about how it's going to be done. Okay? Because it is going to come. But it's the how the universe will work out. But I think, Aquarius, you're very caught up in feeling like you have to have all the answers right now. And you don't. It's going to come. It's going to change. We had, the only ace we don't have here is the Ace of Pentacles, right? But good things are going to be manifesting. We had all those aces. You had the Magician at the bottom before when I looked at the deck. So it's the idea of allowing the universe to bring you that new commitment, instead of obsessing exactly how is my happiness going to show up. Just accept that it is done and it is showing up. Okay? And this is in regards to your money, your work life. Okay? All right, we will be right back, and we're going to pull an angel card for you. Okay, so now let's take a look at your angel cards. So you can think of a question that you want an answer to. We'll also look at these angel cards in relation to the cards that we just pulled. I think this is a great month for you. It's definitely a month of working through a few things emotionally, but I feel like keep the focus. I said this to Leo as well. Keep the focus on your creativity, and don't get caught up in the mind games that you sometimes play on yourself about, you know, how are things going to happen for me. Just be in that Emperor energy and the Magician energy that we were looking at of, I can make anything happen. I am fully capable. That's the Emperor. You know, I am fully capable, and I'm fully magical, with the Magician that we had before pop up on the bottom of your deck. You don't have to have everything figured out for magic and manifestation to happen. In terms of the how, I mean. Okay? In terms of how it's going to come about. That's where I feel like some of you Aquarians are getting hung up right now. Okay. Let's look. Let's look and see. So if you're asking a question, I usually like to wait for one to kind of pop. Sometimes they fly right at me. Like we had the Ace of Wands like flying before. Okay. So let's see. Answer to a question in relation to your reading that we just did. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm not feeling it yet. Okay. All right, that one's going, and then let's see what else. Yeah, the energy is really intense today. This Moon in Capricorn. It's probably conjunct Saturn right now. That one, no. Okay, let's see. Okay, no. I'm sorry it takes a little bit sometimes. That one, okay. All right, so let's go with this one first. Listen to your intuition. I would say this is in relation to that love situation. If you were suspecting there's some sort of misrepresentation, like we were having with that Seven of Swords upside down, the Jack of Swords, Jack of Spades that we had, listen to your intuition. We had a couple of deception cards come up for you, so there seems to be like there may be that energy happening in your love life. So listen to your intuition. If you suspect even a tiny little thing, investigate. And the situation will improve. I feel like this is in relation to your finances. So listen to your intuition. I feel like love life situation will improve in terms of the money. But again, let it naturally improve and evolve. And, you know, you don't have to know the how. Just be really into initiating new creative projects for yourself, and the victory will come. So, and pay attention to your heart. Pay attention to your heart this month, Aquarius. Your heart energy, your heart space, and take good care of your emotional self this month. It's a good month to do that. You may even start tuning into that reflection we usually do when our birthday is approaching. Of course, yours is still a little ways away, but that sense of checking in, you know, am I where I want to be? What do I want to create? You know, what do I want to make for my next year, you know, moving forward, like that type of energy. But yeah, definitely release those things that do not serve you and that are not aligned with your sense of value. I was looking for here it is, my Five of Pentacles upside down, that are not worthy of you, that are not aligned with what you truly deserve. Okay, Aquarius, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Now the cats are fighting. Telling you the energy today. All right, anyway, Aquarius, have a great month. I will see you soon. Take care and be well. Stella Wilde signing out.